a little update. I just left Agua Dulce. A friend from back home's parents lived in the area, and they were so kind to pick me up from the trail yesterday and let me sleep at their house and shower and do laundry, and they took me out to Mexican food for dinner last night, and it was so great. Super thankful for them. So I spent the night there last night, and then this morning they dropped me back off at the trail in Agua Dulce, and I'd heard so much about Hiker Heaven, so I thought, okay, might as well check it out while I'm here. It was about a mile off trail, and it was amazing. I took some videos that I put before this, and it was so cool. It's someone's house, and they let hikers come and spend the night in their lawn. You can set up your tent there. There's porta potties, there's showers, there's loaner clothes to wear while you're doing, like, they do your laundry for you. So they have clothes for you to wear while they do your laundry. You can get packages sent there. You can send things out of there. There's a charging station. There's all sorts of stuff there. And so I just went and checked that out for a couple hours, and it was hard to leave because it was so great and there were so many awesome people there. But I'm back on the trail now and on my way. It's raining today. Woohoo! I love this look.
Yeah. Plate of food, damn it.
I thought I lost my spoon, so I understand how you feel.
It's all about being vulnerable.
Do you think you would like it?
So I just left Casa de Luna, which is another awesome Trail Angels house, and they're just a couple miles off trail, and they allow hikers to spend the night there in their huge backyard. You can set up your tent back there and spend the night, and they serve all-you-can-eat taco salad for dinner, which is amazing. So last night, me and a bunch of other hikers spent the night there and had taco salad for dinner. And then this morning, they had pancakes for breakfast. So I ate a bunch of pancakes, charged up my phone. Good morning. I've been getting some questions about what kind of food I eat out here and how much food I eat and all that stuff. And so today I thought I would show you guys everything I eat on an average day out on trail. I also have been really curious if I've been eating like enough calories. I definitely know I'm not drinking enough water, so I'm gonna track and count how many calories I'm eating and how much water I'm drinking just to make sure I'm getting enough, because I don't think I'm giving my body enough fuel. I definitely know I'm not hydrating enough. So let's do this. For breakfast, I'm having one of my favorite foods out on trail, a Pop-Tart. They get pretty crumpled up in your bag, but they're still delicious. And today I'm eating a strawberry. I thought it was blueberry, but it's a strawberry Pop-Tart.
I love Pop-Tarts. My favorite flavors are the strawberry and the blueberry. Pop-Tarts are a pretty popular food item out on trail because they are packed with calories. I think there's like 600 calories per like packet of Pop-Tarts. There's 2 Pop-Tarts in each packet, and so I think each have 300, so for a total of 600, but I'll look it up when I have service. But yeah, they're packed with calories and are delicious.
I'm only a couple miles in and I'm already having my first snack. It's a Cliff Bar and it's my favorite flavor, peanut butter banana. Let's see, how many calories are in this? 260 calories. Snack number 2, applesauce. 70 calories. Yum.
Here is my lunch. I'm having a bagel, which is my last one, unfortunately. Which is also 260 calories. And then probably a Bobo's bar. The stuffed ones are my favorite. This one is 330 calories. And then some turkey sausage bites, which I'll probably just eat the entire thing. So that's like 480 calories total. So yummy lunch. Almost done with my first liter of water for the day. People have been asking how I filter my water out here, and I use the Sawyer Squeeze water filter. It's super easy. You just fill up your water bottle with like creek water, stream water, and then the Sawyer Squeeze screws on top, and then it just filters as you drink it. Ta-da!
Woohoo! 500! Yeah! Finishing off my second liter of water for the day. Good morning. Wow. I am so dirty. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. So yesterday, I forgot to say the total amount of calories I ate, but yesterday I calculated it all up, and I also looked up the Pop-Tarts. I was wrong. There's only 400 calories in a pack, not 600, but still a lot. Anyways, with all of the food I ate yesterday, I ate around 2,500 calories, and I drank about 2.5 liters of water. So I definitely don't think that's enough water. I think I should be drinking at least 3 liters of water, because I hiked 15 miles yesterday, and so I think I should be drinking at least a liter of water per 5 miles. But I only drank 2.5 liters yesterday and only ate 2,500 calories. And I'm not sure on the calorie thing. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I should be eating closer to 3,000, but I honestly don't really know. But that's what I ate, and that's what I drank. I'm gonna definitely try and drink more water and then maybe eat a little bit more. I don't think the hiker hunger has fully hit me yet. It's been creeping in, but I'm not like 100% there yet, so. Okay, so let's go over today's plan. I'm about just a little over 9 miles from Hikertown, which is, I believe, a hostel, and there's like a store there too, like a little store where you can resupply on food and water and stuff. And so my plan is to get there, take a nice long break, and get some more food and water and maybe charge my electronics if I can. And then coming up is the LA aqueduct, which a lot of people night hike because it gets so hot, and it's been so hot these past couple days. So I was talking to some other hikers at the spot that we camped last night, and they were saying that they were gonna go to Hikertown as well, hang out there, take a break, and then leave for the aqueduct around 4 or 5 and do some night hiking through the night. And so I haven't night hiked yet, and I'm kind of scared. But if I had people to do it with, that would be less scary. So I think I might join them and do a little bit of night hiking with them tonight. So yeah, that's the plan. It is so hot, and I have never wanted a yellow Gatorade more in my entire life.
That's a nice. He's under the ass. Oh!
Good morning. So, yesterday was a big day. I woke up and did the 9.5 miles to Hikertown, and then I hung out at Hikertown for a couple hours, got some food, charged my phone, got to rest a bit, and then around 5 p.m., me and a group of other hikers went and headed out for the LA aqueduct, which is the section of the trail that a lot of people night hike because it gets so hot during the day. So it was my first time night hiking, and I was kind of scared, but I had a nice big group, which was fun. And so we started at about 5 p.m. and hiked all the way until midnight, and did another like 17.5 miles. So not only was it my first time night hiking, but it was my first marathon day too, which a marathon day is just a day that you hike what is it, 26.2 miles or more. And so I'd only hiked 20 miles. I've only done 2 20-mile days. And those were my longest days. And then yesterday I did 27 miles, which was crazy long, really hard. It was fun at night. It wasn't as scary as I thought, especially because I had people. But then I just started getting exhausted and my feet were really hurting. And yeah, I was like, the last couple miles were the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, I was in so much pain. And then we finally got to an area to camp at, and it was also my first time cowboy camping last night, which is pretty much just when you don't set up your, cowboy camping is when you don't set up your tent and you just like lay your sleeping bag on top of your sleeping pad just out like in the middle of nowhere, and so you don't sleep in your tent, which was also something I was scared to do, but I had a bunch of people around me that were also cowboy camping, so that was really fun. And then you wake up and like when you fall asleep you can see the stars, when you wake up you can see the sun rising. So yeah, yesterday was a bunch of firsts and it was a good day, and I slept in a little bit this morning, but man, my body is feeling it. I'm gonna take it nice and easy today. It's really hot. And it's only 11 a.m. There's the trail. Goes all the way around. More rain and wind. So the rain finally stopped and the sun is starting to peek out, which is nice. I can start drying off. I'm getting close to Tehachapi. I've only got a couple more miles left today, and then I'm gonna do a few miles tomorrow, and then I'll be in Tehachapi. I've been out here for like 40 something days now. I think today's day 40. I don't know. I've been out here for 40 something days and I've only taken 2 zeros for some reason. And my body is tired and needs a rest. So in Tehachapi, I'm going to take my very first double zero, which is just 2 zeros in a row. And I'm so excited. My last zero was in Big Bear, so that was like a long time ago. I took my first zero in Warner Springs with my dad, and my second zero in Big Bear with my boyfriend. And so, since obviously I don't know how to take a zero alone, my mom is meeting me in Tehachapi, and she's gonna hang out with me while I take a couple zeros. She's a flight attendant, so she can fly wherever, whenever. So she's just gonna fly down for the weekend. And hang out with me for a couple days, and then she'll fly home when I get back on the trail. So super excited! These shoes have lasted me almost 600 miles. Not quite, but almost. And they are falling apart. Yeah, the heel is like almost down to nothing, and my feet have really been hurting, like really bad, the past week or so. And I think it's because I need new shoes, and I'm in luck because my mom is bringing me some. She's bringing me new shoes and insoles to Tehachapi. So I've never worn insoles before,
so I didn't start with any, but everyone says they're amazing, so I'm gonna try out some insoles with my new shoes, and I'm very excited. And I just broke my gaiter. This part came off. And I also have a hole in this one, so looks like I need new gaiters too. Oh boy.
Good morning. It's town day. I'm so excited. I get to shower. It has been 10 days. 10 days since I've showered. And I'm really excited for a shower. This is definitely the dirtiest I've been so far. And it rained yesterday and like washed off a layer of dirt. And this is still what's left, but the longest I've gone without a shower, so makes sense, I guess. So I just got off the trail and the road is right over there. And I found in the trail registry a list of phone numbers you can contact, a list of trail angels who will pick you up and give you a ride to town. Okay, so I'm at the road and it's so windy and so cold. And I called one of the trail angels on that list to see if he could give me a ride to town, and he was like, yep, I'll be there in 15 minutes. So I'm so excited. I don't have to try and hitchhike with a stranger. I'll get a ride from a trail angel, so I'm really excited. I'm in Tehachapi in my hotel room. I'm in my rain clothes because all of my other clothes are in the wash right now. I still haven't showered yet. I'm disgusting. I'm about to get in the shower, but I have to tell you guys about my morning. Well, let's just start with last night. Last night was a tough night for me for some reason. I was just like really tired. My whole entire body hurt. I hadn't showered in 10 days, which was the longest I'd gone without showering. I hadn't done laundry in 10 days. I've been on trail for just about 10 days, so it was just like my longest stretch so far. I was running out of food. I was just kind of in low spirits, and I was talking to my boyfriend on the phone, and last night was like the first night that I was like actually scared in my tent for some reason. I've camped alone so many times, but for some reason last night, like my mind was getting the best of me, and I was just like scared in my tent alone, and I was so tired, and I was just like really emotional for some reason. So I was like crying on the phone to my boyfriend because I was like, I want to go home. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Like, I miss you. I miss being clean. Like, everything hurts. And I was just being dramatic and emotional because I was tired. But I made it through the night. I got up this morning. I only had a couple miles, and then I made it to town. Well, I made it to the road that the trail crosses, and it was so cold and so windy and rainy, and I didn't know, it was kind of early, so I didn't know if I was going to get a hitch, but by the road, there is a list of trail angels and their phone number, and you can call them, and they'll give you a ride to town. So I called a trail angel. His name was Tim, and he was there in 15 minutes, and he picked me up, and he drove me to town, and he was so sweet, so I like barely had to wait in the rain and the cold, and he dropped me off at like the best spot in town to get breakfast. So I was super excited because I was hungry, and my arm is getting tired. I need to switch arms. I can't hold it with my left hand. Okay. And so he dropped me off at this like place to get breakfast, and I walk in, and there's this table of 5 people who are a little bit older. There's 2 couples and another lady, and they're all sitting at a table eating breakfast, and they see me walk in like wet from the rain with my huge backpack on, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, are you hiking in this weather? Like, that's crazy. You must be so like tired and cold. And I ended up talking to them, for a little bit, and they were just asking about like where I started and where I'm from and who I'm hiking with. And I was like, oh, I'm by myself. And they were like, oh my gosh, like you're by yourself, that's crazy. And they were just chatting with me, and they were the sweetest group of people. And I'm gonna cry. Why am I so emotional? And they were so sweet. And one of the gentlemen goes, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to impose, but would you mind if we prayed for you? And I I literally started crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I would love that. And so I sat down at their table, and all 5 of them prayed over me, and like we were so sweet and just like really lifted my spirits. And one of the gentlemen reached over and gave me a $20 bill and was like, here, this is for dinner tonight, like get yourself a good dinner tonight. And I was like, no, like I can't take your money. And his wife was like, oh, just take it and hush, it's fine. And so I took his $20, and I sat and talked to them for a little bit, and then I went and got my own booth not too far from theirs. And then they were all leaving, and so they gave me a hug goodbye, and they like asked if they could swap numbers because they wanted to like keep up with me and see how I was doing. And they were like, oh, we're all gonna be praying for you. And one of the gentlemen was like, I'm gonna put you in my prayer journal, I'm gonna be praying for you. And I was like just so thankful for that. And then they left, and like a couple minutes later, one of the wives walked back in, and she was like, where are you going after this? And I was like, oh, I'm going to the hotel, like not too far away. And she was like, it's so cold out, like you don't need to walk to the hotel. She's like, I'm gonna drive my mom to the doctor's appointment, and then I'll come back up and pick you up and drive you to the hotel. And I was like, you guys are so sweet. And so my arm is getting tired because this is a long story. But so they left to go to their appointment, and when I finished my meal, the waitress was like, oh, that table picked up your tab. I was like, so they paid for my breakfast and gave me money for dinner, and they came back and picked me up and drove me to the hotel so I didn't have to walk because the weather's like crazy right now. It's like windy and rainy and cold. So it was just like the best morning ever, and I'm so thankful for the kind people here. And so that's my story. I'm gonna go shower now, but